Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video we are going to be reviewing a brand new eyeshadow palette from Sigma Beauty. This, as you can see, was sent to me in PR and it looks wonderful. The palette is called the Sigma Vintage Radiance palette and I cannot wait to try it. In this video I'm going to be swatching it for you and we'll create two different eyeshadow looks with it. They're advertising this one a bit like a wedding palette and I do think that the color story of it is quite perfect for that. If by the end of today's video you guys are interested in this palette at all, I do have a discount code with Sigma Beauty, which I believe is PATTYALONSO, but I will have the link and the code in the description box as per usual. It says "Say I Do" and we have what looks like a bride up here on the top of the PR package. By the way, excuse my voice, the lack of videos this week, it's because I am under the weather yet again. Anyways, it says "Say I Do" to 14 timeless shades in delicate matte, romantic shimmer, and elegant metallic finishes. Here's what the actual packaging of this palette looks like. Here is the back of it, and then once we open it, you can take a look right here at this beautiful and romantic color story. Not only does it come with the 14 shades, but it also comes with a dual-ended Sigma brush that has a blending brush on one side and a flat brush on the other side. Check it out right there. I gotta say, even though I am not feeling well, I am loving the way that my base makeup came out today. So I wanted to share with you what I used in case your skin is dry like mine, because this looks very, very natural, yet all of my flaws are covered and like my skin still looks like skin. I used About Face products today. I used the About Face concealer and the About Face foundation together. I did do concealer first, then foundation, which is opposite to the way I usually do things because this concealer is a little lighter and the foundation is my summer color, which I need right now. And so that the concealer wouldn't look too bright, I put it under the foundation and the foundation blended over it very beautifully and I loved the result. Besides that, I barely powdered the center of my face and I used the Rare Beauty contour over top, and like I said, I am loving the way my skin looks right now. Anyways, now that we've seen the palette, let's go ahead and swatch it so we can see how it swatches. For the past, I would say several years at this point, Sigma has had a very solid, very beautiful and user-friendly eyeshadow formula. So I'm honestly expecting a really good performance from this palette. First shade is called Buttercream. Then we have Bubbly, Lovingly, and Vibes. Then we have Antique, which looks so beautiful. I love that shade. Definitely will be using Art Deco, which is also beautiful. And the last one from the first row, Something Blue, which is, I would say, like a gunmetal type shade. I don't really see much blue in there, but it's a nice shade. My favorite so far, these two. Moving on to row number 2, we have the shade Treasure, Dusty Rose, Soulmates, and Moody. This one looks nice. I like that shade a lot. And then the last 3 shades are Beloved, Milestone, and Altar. So here's the entire eyeshadow palette swatched. I'm obsessed with these ethereal shimmer shades. They are so classy and so shiny, yet not fully metallic, which I love. And then the rose tones are perfection, and I also really love these neutrals down here. Let's go ahead and create 2 different eyeshadow looks with these palettes. I'm going to do one rose, the other one with the neutrals, and then I'll see what shimmers I put in the middle, but I obviously want to play with the sparkles. Very excited for this one for sure. I also feel like this one is not just going to be a very good eyeshadow palette for brides, but if you're a wedding guest, it would be a really good palette to have as well, or just if you like these colors in general, because the palette looks beautiful. Let's get you closer so you can see all of the details of the eyeshadow look, and I'm going to once again admire how natural my foundation and concealer look today because I am loving it. Anyways, let me grab some brushes and we'll get started. I think the first one I'll use is the fluffy brush that came with the palette, just to see how I like it. The first color I'm going to use is the color Buttercream, the light shade right here. And I'm going to use this one right underneath my eyebrow up here, just to set the brow with this light cream creamy color. I think I'm actually going to do that on both eyes because that will work for either eyeshadow look. It's simply adding a bit of lightness right underneath the brow, and I think it'll make things look cleaner overall. I'm going to do this eye first, and I'm going to start with the shade Beloved, which is a good transition cool tone color, and I'm going to add Beloved on the outer third of my eyelid and then work it into the crease ever so slightly, grabbing a little bit more of that same shade and just adding to the crease so that it builds up nicely. Switch to Eyeshadow 04, and I'm actually going to just intensify but also bring it in 2/3 of the way into the crease of the eye, just back and forth. And once that color is fully blended, I'm going to intensify it and warm it up a little bit with the shade Milestone. I'm using the same Eyeshadow 04, and I'm going to add Milestone on the outer third of my eyelid once again and blend it into the shade Beloved, and it's going to intensify the look as well as add a bit more neutrality to the eyeshadow look rather than the very cool tone we had before. I grabbed a clean brush just to diffuse the top edge without darkening things further, and with this smaller blending brush I'm going to take the shade Milestone, which is the one I just used, the brown color, and I'm going to add it right underneath the outer third of my lower lash line with the tip of this blending brush. And I'm also going to add the shade Beloved underneath the eye, and I'm going to blend it all the way into the tear duct area, back and forth just like so. I don't think I want to use the black shade. I'm going to keep it at this level of depth. So then I'm going to add some of the shimmers, and just to try it out because I am curious, I want to use the shade Something Blue, which is this very deep color. I'm going to use the flat side of the Sigma brush with the shade Something Blue, and I'm going to add it right here on the outer third of the eyelid. Now I'm wondering if because I added Something Blue I will have to go for the black just a tad bit, but I think so far we might be okay. So I'm adding that shade on the outer third of the eyelid and all the way to the outer corner. And then with the same fluffy brushes I've been using, pick whichever one. I'm using the Eyeshadow 04. I'm going to blend right between the shimmer and the matte color so that there aren't any harsh lines. That is how that's looking so far. And I'm going to go for the shade Art Deco right here, this silvery sparkly color, and add this one right in the center of my eyelid, and I'm just going to tap it with my finger. I am purposely adding it a bit over the shade Something Blue so that they mix very well together, grabbing a little bit more of that sparkly shade and building it inwards. And then with a different flat brush, this is from the Nicola Rose and BK Beauty collaboration, I'm going to grab the shade Treasure, and this is going to be the inner corner color. So I'm going to work it into the inner third of the eyelid, blend it into my silver sparkly color, and then also add it on the innermost corner of the eye right here, as well as define the eyelid with it ever so slightly. And check it out, before any eyeliner or mascara, this is the finished first eyeshadow look with this palette using just the shadows. Let's go ahead and line it up. I'm going to of course put on some mascara and some lashes to show you the final look, but I quite like the way that it turned out. It's nice and cool tone and nice and sparkly, and it is smoky, but it's not very dark. All of which I really love. I feel like this is going to be hard to top, but I am looking forward to the rose shades the most, so maybe we can top it, we'll see. For eyeliner, I'm going to use Espresso from Laura Mercier, which is a cool tone dark brown color, and I'm going to line my waterline with it. If you put eyeliner in your waterline and it feels harsh, I recommend taking a brush and running it very close to the lower lash line, and that kind of helps diffuse the eyeliner. It makes it all look just a tiny bit more put together. I'm curling my lashes with the rougher lash curler. I'm going to put on mascara and I'll be right back. Back with the YSL Lash Latex mascara on, and this right here is the finished first look. I still want to put on lashes, but I'll show you that at the end. And so let's go ahead and start working on look number 2 with the rose tones, and then we'll do the reveal with lashes at the end of the video. I love the way the first one came out, by the way. It is a beautiful, very sparkly eyeshadow look, and I am super into that. As far as the performance of the shadows, I have no complaints. They were all creamy and pigmented and buttery and blended very easily. The shimmers are lovely. I don't really care much for the brush that comes with the palette, but that's I think because I'm used to my natural hair brushes from Refer, and I can get the exact same look with the synthetic brushes. It just takes me longer. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started with look number 2, and I'm going to of course use the shade Dusty Rose as the transition color, and I'm using the Eyeshadow 04 brush once again. You see how pigmented the shadows are? They're really nice. I'm going to blend that Dusty Rose color into my crease area. Remember, this eye already has the wash of the buttercream shade right underneath the brow from earlier, and then I'm just going to blend Dusty Rose all throughout the crease of the eye, starting on the outer third and bringing it inward so that it fades in, and I'm bringing it all the way to the inner third of the crease. That looks spectacular. I'm also going to, with the tip of the shadow brush, this is a pretty thick brush if you consider the barrel, but because it tapers, it actually is very thin on the end of it, and I can take it right underneath my lower lash line to add the same Dusty Rose color underneath the eye. This is what I mean about the shadow brushes being very multifunctional, because you can use the tip of them, which is very thin, for detail work, or you can place it different ways to blend larger areas like the top of the eyelid. With a smaller blending brush, I'm going to get the shade Moody here, and I love this color. I think I'm going to love this color. I'm going to add it on the outer third of the eyelid. That is a beautiful rosy tone that looks so pretty, and of course it'll blend incredibly well into Dusty Rose. So let's go ahead and blend it, and I'm also going to blend it underneath my lower lash line a bit down here with the tip of the brush, doing little circles so that it blends nicely into Dusty Rose around halfway through my crease. And those are the mattes for look number 2. Not with a flat brush. I'm using N24 from BK Beauty. I'm going to grab the shade Vibes, which is a rosy sparkly shade, and I'm going to add it over the outer third of the eyelid here to give it some nice sparkle. Back with the tip of my shadow brush, I'm making sure the sparkles and the mattes blend nicely together. And then I wanted the star of look number 2 to be the shade Antique right here, because it's swatched so beautifully. It was my favorite swatch. So with my finger, I'm going to grab it and I'm going to tap it right in the center of the eyelid over the pink shimmer shade and work it inwards. Because this isn't a rose shade, it's going to give this eyeshadow look a lot of dimension. I'm building it up a bit, and I love the way that it is looking. I think for the inner corner, I'm going to use the shade Bubbly. I would go back to Treasure, to be honest with you, because I like sparkle, but I'll do Bubbly just to use a shimmer instead of a sparkle. So I'm going to tap Bubbly on the inner third of the eyelid, inner corner of the eye, and define the eyelid with it just a bit. And so here you have it. This right here is the second look using the rosy tones and the shade Antique, before any eyeliner, before any mascara, any of that. Honestly, loving the way it looks. I don't know if I can pick a favorite yet. We'll have to put eyeliner and mascara on and then I'll see, but so far I really love both eyeshadow looks that I created today. For the waterline, I'm going to use Laura Mercier in the shade Cocoa, and just like I did for the first look, I'm going to run my blending brush right under my lashes after the eyeliner so that if there's any harshness, it blends. Curling the lashes, putting mascara on. I'll be right back. Back with my mascara on, and this right here is the finished second look with this palette. Check it out. I'm going to put on some Kiss lashes, some blush, some lipstick, and I'll be right back to show you the finished look. Lashes are on, and I am putting on blush right now. I'm putting on the shade Paradise from Ravi Beauty. I have it on this cheek already, and I'm using the Refer 2609 brush, which is a fantastic blush brush, to add my blush to my cheek little by little, and I'm diffusing it onto my temple a bit. I'll keep my lips nice neutral and nude with my favorite lip liner from Natasha Denona in the shade Natasha, and I'm doing this because I have 2 different color eyes. So since I don't want to look crazier than I already do, nude lip liner it is. Here's the lip liner applied pretty much all over the lips, and I'm going to top it off with something a little rosy. I wanted it rosy but not too pigmented, so a gloss it is, and I'm going to actually go ahead and use my favorite Adept Cosmetics gloss, which is in the shade Nude Beige, and I love this color, and it actually matches both of my eye looks to perfection. Check it out. These are the final looks. I'm going to cover one eye so that it's not distracting. Here's the finished first look with this palette. I like that it's cool tone and smoky, but it's not too dark, and I love the silver sparkle. I think it looks so beautiful. And then the one that I was looking forward to the most, which is look number 2, with that shade Antique in the center of the eyelid and the rosy matte tones all around. Absolutely love this one as well. I don't think I can pick a favorite today. I really love both eye looks for different reasons. If I had to pick one though, even though I was most excited for the rosy tones, I think I like the smoky look a little bit better today. I don't know why, don't ask me why, but that is, if I had to pick one, the one that I would go for. Let me know which one is your favorite down in the comment section below, see if we agree or not. And so this is it. These are both of my eyeshadow looks with the new Vintage Radiance palette from Sigma Beauty. The palette is absolutely beautiful. The performance is amazing. If you like the color story, if you're into palettes like this one, go for it. You will have zero regrets. It is stunning. If you like ethereal shimmer shades that show up very beautifully on the eyelid, this palette definitely has them. I do have a discount code PATTYALONSO on the Sigma website, I believe, for 10% off. The links to everything on my face as well as any discount codes I have are in the description box below, so definitely check out the description box for any links. Really loving the way my makeup turned out today. And that is it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Before you leave, don't forget to please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you back in the next one. Bye bye.